Oh my goodness. Why couldn't I have been done with this? I mean, I would think that our people would be smarter than this. But I guess not. I digress. Peter Sonic is back once again, everybody, and today... Oh my god. It's time to run down some quick things that's been going on politically in the world. Number one thing, such as... Britain leaving the EU. That was big. It's going to hurt everything, for... These 2 years are probably going to be rough. Really rough in terms of trade deals and all that. But now then, the thing that I took away from this was people are done. They're done with the status quo politicians. They're just done with the everything. And then Donald Trump, he's just like, no, it's good. It's good. It's good. No, it is not good. Well, it's good maybe for the people who, I want the status quo gone. That's good. That's fine. But he says that like there's no negatives. He's like, nope, there's no negatives. There are no negatives to it. Yep. What are you talking about? Again, this should tell you this guy knows nothing political. But I know more political knowledge than him, and that's sad. So that tells you that maybe I could beat him if I was old enough and like had all these campaign managers. I could actually probably beat him because I could resonate more with the people. Because he doesn't know anything about politics. He's just a reality TV show star who's happening to get this far. That's all he is to me, to be honest. I would have thought in this video would not have to contain any Donald Trump things, but no, Donald Trump has been just stupid recently, and I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. There's no convincing these Trump supporters that he's just this awesome candidate, like one and only God in human form. I always ask people, why do you like him? And there are some people that say, well, the illegal immigration. He wants to get back our trade deals. Well, how is he going to do it? No, tell me how. The biggest way to tell someone if they're lying is ask them, if they say something like, I will get back our trade deals. But if they're never asked the question how, do not believe it, because then there's a big chance they could be lying. How is he going to kick all these immigrants? I don't know. He never said. He's just going to do it somehow. How is he going to do it? You know what I mean? How? And then how is he going to get Mexico to pay for the wall? I don't know. He's just going to do it somehow. And to be honest, people tunneling under... It's going to be very possible just to break down that wall, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe someone steals an airplane and like crashes it into the wall. That'd be quite funny. I'd just laugh my ass off. Only because it'd just be so funny. Like, that wall was all built for nothing, so an airplane could just go crash into it. That would be kind of funny. I'm not advocating for that. I don't even condemn that. I think it'd be, the idea of it's funny. Like, I can only imagine the idea of it's funny, but not the, if it actually happened, no, it wouldn't be that fun. Well, maybe a little, because it's just a fucking wall. Who fucking cares? It's not like that wall's gonna really stop anything anyways, but, plus, this kind of wall thing isn't something that's gonna happen overnight, is what you people gotta understand. You don't just build a wall, like, yeah, there you go, it's done. It takes time to do that, you don't just... You just don't... nothing works in the way Trump supporters think it does. Like, everything just can be solved like that. No. As you see what's happening in Britain, obviously Britain left the EU, right? Or Brexit is what we're going to call it. And that's going to take a total 2 years. And, Trump supporters and stuff, they don't really know that stuff happens. Like, even though they left, it's still going to take a total 2 years to get everything situated. Nothing just happens overnight. It's not an overnight thing. You can't just solve things by being so-called smart with people. Also, most Trump supporters are stupid. It's just kind of proven they're not as smart, and I'm just trying to tell you people, don't fall for the traps, especially when Trump's trying to say, Bernie Sanders supporters, come vote for us. No, stop asking. I will never vote for you, and I know so many people that will never vote for you. Never. He thinks that he's gonna get 40%. He's probably gonna get, like, I'd say 20. the good 20% who are really done with the establishment politicians. But you gotta have to understand, Donald Trump is still the establishment, just not in a. He just portrays himself as unestablishment. He's like trying to be Bernie Sanders, but yet he was already establishment. You know what I mean? Like Donald Trump. He's the reality TV show star, guys. That should tell you something that's very funny. He's a reality TV show star. This is like Justin Bieber just saying, "I'll get back our trade deals. I'll build a wall. I will do all these things. I'm not gonna say how, and I don't really care, but I'll do it, guys. I'll do it." You know, if it was Justin Bieber saying it, would you believe it? Even if it sounds like something you want, would you actually believe it? No, I want you to tell me that. Because that's what this is. It's just a guy literally going up there saying he's going to do these things, but he never says how. He doesn't go in. Bernie Sanders, he'll tell you a million different ways how he would do that. This guy just says it, and you just believe it. As if, yeah, he's going to do it. Because he said it. Because I'm just going on my gut feeling, and, you know, a man never betrays his words. Has he ever said, "I promise you, I will get those illegal immigrants out"? Has he ever stated how? He's even threatening if Mexico doesn't pay for it, he'll go to war with Mexico, and that's quite funny. Over a wall, honestly, if you want stricter immigration laws, you can do that. You don't need to build the wall, it's a funny thing, but plus, what if someone tunnels underneath the water and have like guardsmen standing right there with like guns at point blank? I mean, honestly, all this is still easily possible, and I'm not sure a lot of people know that a wall isn't going to stop much. It's going to stop some things, but in terms of what it will stop, it's not what you're thinking. It's going to stop people from just walking in, but it's just going to lead to more people finding other ways to enter the country, if you think about it. Oh well. But hey, Trump supporters don't have that kind of logic. Again, I'm not calling all of them stupid. I'm just saying they're probably not stupid people. They're probably actually smarter than I am in terms of a lot of things. But politically, they're stupid. That's the thing you got to take away from this. Is I'm not calling anyone who supports Donald Trump just a stupid person and who should burn in effigy and be killed off, and like then have their bodies thrown into outer space. But what I am trying to say is they don't know anything about politics to the point where they actually know how to make political decisions. And that's not to say, oh yeah, Hillary Clinton by default then is better. No, but if I were to tell you this, on a political strategy, Donald Trump probably get a 4 and Hillary Clinton would get a 24. You know, it's not to say that Hillary is so much better. It's only because she just has been in the business. But Hillary is equally as bad. A lot of people want to go like, well, she's just a stupid host. That means you gotta go for Donald Trump. Again, people just say these things, but they don't really know what these things mean. They don't know how to do these things. Another thing is, people say, you know, Donald Trump, he's the best future for America. Well, how? You have to tell me how, okay? I don't care what you think. You gotta tell me how, because otherwise this guy is just making a mockery out of you. He's not even gonna deport illegal immigrants. He's already said it. The reason I would have been, see, when I first heard about Donald Trump, and I heard a lot of people saying they like him, I was all like, man, he must be like one swill guy. Because I really wasn't looking into politics at the point in time, because this was like during the first stuff. And I was like, wow, this must be like a real swell guy. A lot of people like, I never even heard of who he was. I didn't even have an opinion on him because I really didn't even give a fuck about him. And once I saw that first debate and everything, I'm like, oh my god, people are going to be played. There's going to be so many Republicans, so many even just people out there that are going to be like, he said stricter immigration laws. He said these things, trade deals, tax tariffs. He's just going to do all those things because he said it. Right? Just like how Barack Obama is going to do all the things that he said he was going to do because he said it. What you have to understand is just because Trump is white or he just is saying something you agree with doesn't mean it's going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get that through your heads. Is he never says how. Bernie Sanders is the only one that's actually believable because he said how. Trump doesn't say how. He just says he's going to do it and we should just listen and bow down to him as if he's God and just has magical powers and can just transport every illegal immigrant back to their own country. Unless he can do that, of course, then he's probably lying. That's why I never fell into the trap. There were so many people I know that fell into the trap of Donald Trump and him saying things that we all wish a politician would get up there and do. Like, I'm gonna take back our trade deals from China. I'm gonna bring jobs back to America. I'm gonna do all these things. How are you going to do it then? I don't care. Everybody says, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But if you really want to stick out differently from the rest of the crowd, like Hillary, you have to tell me how. And that's why a lot of people liked Bernie Sanders, because he at least said how. If he didn't say how, then it'd almost be the exact same thing of him just getting up there saying things and going like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. Yep, I'm gonna do it. But no, he said, I'm gonna do it, and here's how. So that resonated with a lot of people. A lot of people were like, at least he's honest. He's actually saying, hey, I'm going to do these things, and here's how I'm going to do these things. You know what I mean? It's not just, no, people don't like the idea of a guy like Bernie Sanders, like, oh, this old guy. No, it's not the person. It's the actual things he says is what people like, and that's why people don't understand. It's the same thing with Donald Trump. I don't even think half the people even like Donald Trump, but it's the thing he says. Now, who do I think is actually going to win? I can't even tell you that answer right now. Honestly, I wouldn't even. I used to say Donald Trump would win. I don't know. That's hard. That's really hard to say if he will win. Because the way it's been shaping up, it's not looking like it. But it wasn't looking like it at either before. And he came back. He managed to get this, thing into a tie, and he was leading sometimes. But now he's just getting decimated by Hillary once again, which is... You see, if it was Bernie Sanders versus Trump, Trump wouldn't win. I could tell you that right now. He would never win. There's almost no way he would win. But, because, fact checking and all that just tells you, yeah, he wouldn't win. He just wouldn't. It wouldn't be a landslide election, but Bernie Sanders would kind of beat him. Every state, Bernie Sanders, in every state, Bernie Sanders, if it was a general election between those two, he's beating him by 15 points in every state. Now, yeah, of course, that could change as time goes along, but because so many people would actually realize what he's saying and stuff. Plus, Hillary supporters would probably vote for Sanders more than they would ever vote for Trump, because he's just, You know what I'm saying? Like, beating him by 15 points in every state, yeah, of course, he's losing. He's not going to win. Oh, dude, I was one of those people that always said, yeah, Trump is going to win the Republican primaries. That's just no doubt. If you think he's not, then you're kind of stupid. If you think he's not, then you really are just pushing it. You're thinking that people are just going to stick with the status quos, like Jeb Bush and whatever the other hell, Little Marco, Lion Ted. You gotta admit, those were pretty clever nicknames for a stupid idiot. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't actually think Donald Trump is legitimately stupid. I just think he knows how to play people, you know what I mean? When I say stupid, I mean... He's stupid in the sense that he's trying to be stupid, if that makes any sense. Like, he's actually trying to be stupid, because I know his strategy, and that's pretty smart of what he did, taking out all the biggest candidates and then going with the smallest. But I think he's stupid in the sense of he's always like, oh yeah, the global economy because of Britain leaving, no big deal. Nothing's gonna happen. Other countries aren't gonna want to leave the EU. People won't rebel in the governments in other countries because, nothing gonna. That stuff is just stupid. That's something you'd hear some really old really old guy that's probably born in the 1960s, and almost 90 years old, just say because he thinks everything is still the 1960s. And I mean, this is just one instance of the government being overthrown in one country. Like, the people are like, no, we're done with your status quo shit. We're done with you. We're leaving the EU, and that's all there is to it. That's not going to do anything. I mean, obviously, France again has elected to leave the EU. They're not going to do it. What's going to happen? Again, that's just something you'd hear a stupid person who doesn't know anything about politics say. They'd just be like, yeah, it doesn't matter, guys. It's fine. It's honestly fine. Because they don't know. That's like Trump supporters say that stuff because they don't know anything about politics. I'm not calling you people stupid. So don't get too offended. But I'm saying if you do your fact-checking in politics, you'll realize a lot of the things Trump says are wrong. No, I do agree. I am not one of those liberals who just don't agree with the illegal immigrants thing. That needs to be fixed, our legal immigration system. But I won't say all races of a certain race, all people of a certain race are this and that. That's racism.